1. In ancient Egypt, small servant statues were placed in some pharaohs' tombs so they could serve them in the afterlife. Egyptians believed death was not the end, but a transition to another life. That is why tombs were not only burial places, but also prepared like living spaces for the next world. 2. The Great Fire of London destroyed a large part of the city in 1666. However, because it destroyed dirty, rat-infested areas, it also helped reduce the spread of the plague. So one disaster unexpectedly helped end another disaster. 3. Napoleon Bonaparte was once attacked by a group of rabbits during a hunting event. The rabbits were expected to run away, but instead they ran directly toward Napoleon. One of history's most powerful commanders ended up fleeing from rabbits. 4. In 1908, a massive explosion flattened around 80 million trees in Siberia, yet no impact crater was ever found. The blast was powerful enough to be felt hundreds of miles away and brightened skies across Europe for nights afterward. Many believe it was caused by a meteor exploding in the air, making it one of history's strangest natural disasters. 5. In ancient Rome, there was a tax on urine because it was used for cleaning and leather processing. Because of the ammonia inside it, urine was considered valuable. It sounds strange today, but it was an important trade material in the Roman economy. 6. In the year 897, a dead pope was dug out of his grave, dressed in papal robes, and put on trial in a courtroom. His corpse was accused of crimes, judged guilty, and then thrown into the Tiber River. It remains one of the strangest and darkest political events in history. 7. During the Cold War, there was a plan to detonate a nuclear bomb on the moon. The goal was to show technological superiority over the rival country. Luckily, the project was never carried out, and the moon was spared from such destruction. 8. Julius Caesar was once kidnapped by pirates. After the ransom was paid and he was released, he gathered a fleet, hunted the pirates down, and punished them. This event shows how determined and unforgiving he could be. 9. In medieval Europe, animals were sometimes put on trial in court. Pigs, rats, and even insects could be officially accused of crimes. Although this seems extremely strange today, it was taken seriously at the time. 10. World War I was partly triggered by a driver taking a wrong turn. That mistake accidentally brought the assassin face to face with his target. A small error helped begin a chain of events that changed millions of lives. 11. Cleopatra VII was not ethnically Egyptian, as many people think, but of Greek origin. She belonged to the Ptolemaic dynasty, which was founded after Alexander the Great's conquest. Still, she became the most famous ruler in Egyptian history. 12. In the year 536, a mysterious fog covered much of the world and blocked sunlight for over a year. Temperatures dropped, crops failed, and famine spread across Europe and Asia. Historians often describe it as one of the worst years in human history to be alive. 13. Winston Churchill survived being hit by a car in New York. Since he was used to traffic driving on the left in Britain, he looked the wrong way before crossing. He later told the story with humor. surprising those around him. His resilience in wartime also appeared in his personal life. 14. The Emu War was a real military operation in Australia. The army tried to protect farmland by fighting thousands of emus with weapons. But because the birds moved quickly and scattered easily, the operation failed. It became one of the strangest wars ever lost to animals. 15. Ancient Spartans were taught to steal as part of their training, but if they were caught, they were punished severely. The goal was not theft itself, but developing stealth, agility, and survival skills. Spartan education was built on harsh discipline. 16. Leonardo da Vinci wrote many of his notes in mirror writing. His words could only be read properly by using a mirror. This may have been done to hide his ideas or simply because he was left-handed. Even centuries later, his notebooks continue to amaze people. 17. Adolf Hitler wanted to become a painter when he was young, but he was rejected from art school. Being refused by the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts became a major turning point in his life. He later turned to politics and changed world history in a dark way. Sometimes even one rejection can lead to massive consequences. 18. Viking warriors used combs very often. Archaeological excavations have found many personal grooming items from Viking sites. They cared about their hair and beards, and some accounts suggest they cleaned themselves regularly. So they were not only warriors, but also surprisingly well-groomed people.